Morning.
Morning.
So what's the lineup for today? Can't be any worse than the Romeo and Juliet bodies.
Oh boy, it's worse. We've received 4 newly deads from Cyprus, some sort of Venetian love triangle.
But there are 4 of them.
Here, Desdemona, Venetian female, 18 years old, daughter of a highly respected senator in the Venice court, wife of the General Othello.
The more. Oh, how horrible! Look at her complexion. I see a lot of visceral congestion via dilation of the venous blood vessels, panacea, cyanosis, and fluidity of the blood.
Cause of death, asphyxia. It's reported her husband killed her, which is strange considering they were known to have a loving marriage. Real fairy tale stuff. Was quite the controversy. Rich daughter of Babancio eloping with a man who was previously enslaved.
The jugular veins in the neck are extremely susceptible to compression. In as little as 15 seconds, the outflow obstruction from the brain can cause hypoxia and a loss of consciousness.
I can tell she had just enough life left in her to say some final words once Othello stopped smothering her. Perhaps she claimed her death was a suicide as a final act of love for her murderer, an attempt to clear his name.
Heavens, that's tragic! You got all that from a glance at her corpse?
Here lies Othello, the Moor, 35-year-old male, Venetian general, the Duke's beloved. Cause of death? Suicide by stabbing.
Makes sense. Who could live with themselves after killing such a beautiful woman?
I'm sure he didn't go out quietly. These dramatic deaths don't typically happen without a speech. I assume he claimed he loved her, despite taking her life with his own hands. They usually do.
I'd classify this as an avulsion. Part of his abdomen is completely torn away.
Given he died just minutes after the stab, it clearly caused him to bleed out.
This is Desdemona's attendant, Amelia. Cause of death? Stab wound inflicted by her husband, the disgraced Iago.
Always the husband.
Iago penetrated her from behind. I mean, the fatal wound, it was through her back.
Yes, I see that.
It makes me wonder if she were giving grand declaration to the witnesses in the room of her husband's crimes. An antithetical to the dear Desdemona's final act of loyalty to her husband Othello. For Amelia had no husband worthy of such loyalty in Iago. I imagine she bid an honorable farewell to her innocent lady before her imminent demise.
Seriously, man, where on earth do you get these ideas?
And finally, the most brutal scene. This Venetian gentleman, Roderigo, stabbed twice after his own failed attempt at murder, once by his target, the new governor of Cyprus, Lord Cassio,
And the lethal blow by the backstabbing Iago.
I see what you did there.
Iago had Rodrigo in his pocket and sent him to kill Cassio.
So when he failed, Iago cut him off like a loose end.
He was the scapegoat.
You've had a busy night. Take today off. Have some fun. Just don't go sleeping with anyone's wife. I don't want to have to examine you tomorrow.
I'll go clean up.
You've had a busy night. Take today off. Hey, take today off. Stop! Take today off. Have some fun.
Okay. We're getting this shot.
Okay.